Fits in the room at 90 now. Really cool little lot. In the room, standing at £90 gents fitting. Any advance anyone else then? At £90 and selling.
I'll turn this off. Also, did a private thing yesterday.
I'm afraid obviously that represents an £80 loss.
So you're now at minus. About, it was this, it was that, other on thing. His manager came back because we were fed up with reading all these statements about them being at fault, because Warren was saying, well, Usyk pulled it out, well, he pulled it out. When they talked to Tyson's side, it was Usyk what stopped fight. Listen to this. His manager came back, he says, I've come back to England because they've always been fair with me. He said, I just want to tell you something now. Before I say anything, I just want to tell you something. When we fought AJ twice, the dealing on both fights were over in days. And I mean a few days, a week, they were over, the dealings. That's all I'm saying about that. This is the difference. Everybody's going mad with us. Usk's back in. Warren's saying that he left early. He didn't. He left early to go to Ukraine. It would have taken him a week to get there. He says he didn't. He didn't go back early to Ukraine. He says he wasn't training for this fight. Sonny Hill, who trained Tyson Fury, he wasn't even training for the fight, Tyson. Sonny Hill, Tyson's father, tell him to F off and get back to America. Doesn't know why. Because that Coley who fought 2 weeks since, that light heavyweight who was going to be an heavyweight, he hadn't been beat. He's world champ. He fought 2 weeks since. Sonny Hill was training him for that fight. It were on yesterday, and I didn't know this. He says, in the headlines, it said on here, John Ford tells Sonny Hill to get back to America. And it were all over. Tyson wasn't even training for this fight with us. He wasn't even training for it, he wasn't even in the gym, because Sonny Hill wasn't there. He wasn't there. He was training Oakley for that fight 3 weeks since. And he said so, did John Fury. He said he's supposed to be training him, not effing training Oakley. He said, so I pissed him off back to America. I sent him back to America. And he come back, did Usk's manager. When he had words with him, and he tell him, he says, it wasn't our fault. We don't want to argue anything. I don't want to argue with Frank Warren about this, that and other. But I don't like lies being told about us. Saying it's all his fault. Anyway, Usk got on. He says, yesterday, they interviewed him specially for our programme. Where he's in Ukraine, but they interviewed him specially for our programme. He says, I've been fed up of hearing why this fight was stopped. He said, I'll put it simple to you. I think the English people will understand. I think they understand me, the English people. I think they're very good at boxing. He says, they're the main ones, is the people. He says, I accepted 70-30 for one reason, and one reason only. I know I should have had more, but I accepted it because I wanted to fight him. Right? He says, yes. He says, right, we sat down at a table, me, my manager, Frank Warren and Tyson Fury. We sat down at a table. Fury said to me, we said to Fury first, 60-40, the winner takes 60. No. Straight away, that was one no. Straight away, they said no. Fury said then, his next statement was, Fury himself said, in the return fight, we're on return, in the return fight, and I want you to know that into the return fight, we'll give you 70-30. He says, I accept. He says, he looked at him, because they thought he'd refuse. He says, we thought that...
Thought I'd turn it down, man.
We thought, I thought, his manager says, I thought us could refuse it, because he's got 3 belts. But he's in charge of me. I'm not in charge of him. He's in charge of me. I have to do what's right for him. And if he says that's right for him, whatever he says is right for him. I've had him now a long time since he turned pro. That's good enough for me. He says, no surprise when he took 70-30. And he said at the table, we accept. And Tyson's face dropped, because he accepted 70-30.
You don't want to fight him,
But
do you?
his face dropped. Straight away his face dropped. His chin dropped down.
Don't want to
He
fight
said,
him.
we'll accept it. Right. He'd been in training us then a month. He was getting ready. He'd been training. He was getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to start training. He'd been training a month. Sure, he wasn't even training. Warren kept saying, he's ready at any time to fight anybody. He's Tyson. He's ready all the time. His trainer wasn't even there, Sonny Hill.
Yeah.
Wasn't even there, wasn't even... Listen at this. He says, then, Fury comes out with, when I accepted 70-30, I want to fight. I'm not bothered about money. I am not bothered about money. I've got enough money. What do I want to bother about money for? I've got enough money. He says, he's got enough money. What is arguing about money? He said, he's got enough. He's got 60 million in bank. What's he want? Anyway, he said, we sat there. He comes out with, in the return fight. I said, is there going to be a return fight? I said, it's a signed contract. And he signed contract, the Fury. He signed it. There and then. We've got contract signed for a return fight. Then, Usyk said to him, wait a minute, I just want you to know something. Now we signed that contract for a return fight. I get 70-30 if I beat you. You're getting 70-30 now, aren't you? He says, I get 70-30. He says, you fucking don't, you know. I am the champ, and I shall be the champ if I get beat. He says to me, he says, get me a plane back home. He says, he stood up, Usyk, he says to me, get me a plane back home. I'm going home. That was it.
Yeah.
He says, yesterday, he were on talking to English people. That's what happened. He says, he wanted 70-30 if he lost. If he got beat.
Yeah.
He says, nah, I ask you. I ask you something. Who's right and who's wrong? If I beat him, he wants 70-30. He says, well, he's not getting it. Because he's being greedy.
It
He
is.
says, that's it in a nutshell.
He don't want it, does he? He don't want to fight.
I'll tell you what, he doesn't want to fight him.
Because it's hard work. He's going to